Hey guys, I'm Grestar, and how about we react to RWBY Volume 1, Chapter 7, The Emerald Forest, Part 2. So I say this every time, but that's because I don't know if people are actually watching each of my videos, so for those of you who are sick of the repetition, I apologize, but I feel that I must do it. These RWBY reaction videos of mine do not follow my traditional Let's Watch format, in that you have to actually open the content for yourself. Otherwise, it's just going to be me here in relative silence as I watch. If you want to see me in time with my actual reaction, you have to open in a new tab or new window the actual RWBY episode that I'll be watching. I will provide a time code, timestamp kind of thing in the corner of my video so you can synchronize with me, but that's on you. So yes, Chapter 7, The Emerald Forest, Part 2 is quite clearly a continuation of Chapter 6, The Emerald Forest, Part 1. Last time we got to learn a little bit about the auras as Pyrrha explained them to Jean while we saw a cool guy fighting the snake, like the Grim Snake, the Dark Snake or whatever, that split into a black and white snake. Whoa, metaphor stuff. But then it kind of just ended off at that point. We did see a little bit more conflict between RWBY and Weiss, where we see that Weiss, you know, while she might be knowledgeable, she really doesn't have a lot of combat experience at this point, where she doesn't rely on muscle memory or instinct. She's thinking every step through, you know, even to her, like, foot placement, whereas RWBY just kind of runs in. So they had that bit of conflict because RWBY ran in and threw off Weiss's aim. Basically, in the time it could take me to explain the episode, I could pretty much talk the length of the episode. Like, these episodes are very short, which is my biggest complaint of this series so far. They're very short and therefore can't have everything that I think an episode should have, especially if you're going to consider yourself an anime. And so I'm really looking forward to the time where they actually do, you know, get a better budget and more crew, and then, you know, they actually come together with bigger episodes that actually could stand on their own instead of being faulty, like false Part 1 and Part 2. Because I don't think that the Part 1, Part 2 format they have right now is how they should be. First of all, I say that they should be stuck together, but even with that, they don't feel like full episodes to me. But anyway, we're going to start this Chapter 7 now. Click here to go to the video that I'm using. It's just from the Rooster Teeth's YouTube channel, their RWBY playlist. So yeah, go there. You can also check the link for the playlist in the description of this video, but why not just use this? And with that said, let's get to watching. For the best synchronization possible, click play when I say play, and play. So this time I'm actually going to pay attention to the intro. See if I can learn anything. No, I don't think I'm learning a whole lot. Okay, no, I didn't really feel like I learned anything new, but that's okay. Let's watch. Where do you have your video cameras? It's like Hunger Games? Also, I missed his name. Ken? Was it? Oh, you don't know. That's fast. The heart of an orphan. You didn't really, did you? What an interesting leaf. Yes. How blunt. That's true. Oh. She's so mean. Maybe. Oh. Fair enough. Take the knight. It's the one like a horsey. They're the cool ones. They go like an L. Nope. 5 feet where you're undoing. Not a great sign. Yeah. Aha! She picked the pony! That's fun. Largely because that's the one I told her to pick. And yet they couldn't find it. You gotta commit, Jean. Some girl. We all knew. So that's what it was. It was a scorpion. See, I just thought that was like an anglerfish kind of thing, not an actual, but, you know, based on it. I don't think he let go so much as was forcibly removed. I guess that works. Catch him! Alright. And let me guess, the episode ends. Yep, the episode just ended. Yep. Surprise, everybody! The episode ended on a cliffhanger right when stuff started to be plotty. Ha. I can only complain about that every episode. I was gonna say so much, but so far, every episode. Let's see how long this episode was. This episode was 4 minutes and 47 seconds long. And so, as usual, I enjoyed the interaction while it happened. I enjoyed even the brief action, even though there was hardly any action when it happened. But then it was over. And I am left here to talk about the fact that it was over so quickly without much actually happening. And that is an issue, I feel. Okay, but let's step away from that and actually look at the rest of the episode. So we started with RWBY and Weiss, with Weiss pacing back and forth, openly talking about how she didn't know where she was going, only to claim that she did know where she was going, only to settle on the fact that they're going toward the temple, which is a duh. I guess that kind of is exactly where they're going, but it doesn't really help them in their current situation of being lost. She won't admit that she's not a know-it-all until she admitted that she wasn't perfect, but that she added not yet, and then put RWBY down. So far, Weiss is still a butt in RWBY. How did she end up flying? I don't remember that. Last I remember was her mockingly like, well no, she mocked Weiss, and then RWBY's all like, why are you so mean, you know? Which is true. Stop being mean until I know why you're being mean, and then be nice, you know? once I learn, then you can calm down a little bit, I guess. So for now, I guess I'm fine with you being mean. I just want to learn more about why so far, like already. Anyway, so that happened, and then we go to Jean and Pierre. Pyrrha? Is it Pierre or Pyrrha? I don't know, it could be neither of those by this point, but I still don't exactly know, I guess. I did find it amusing. They went into a cave, assuming it was it, and she's all, I don't think so. And he's all, okay, just let me have this one. Because I feel that way sometimes, you know, you make an effort, you go so far, and you're like, well, I might as well keep going. You know, the best thing to do once you realize you made a mistake is just to drop it earlier and then, you know, go back, you know, fix it. But I understand the fact that it's like, well, I've already dug this hole, let's explore it a bit, you know? So, yeah. And him screaming, and then Yang specifying, you know, some girl's in trouble, not someone, but specifying some girl. We all knew that it was Jean screaming, right? Like, that wasn't a surprise, but it was still humorous. But see, like, me talking about the episode is basically just me recounting the episode to you. There's not a lot to say, like, I enjoyed the interaction, but then what else is there? There's not a whole, like, I mentioned the character development with Weiss. Weiss. That should be coming up at some point in the future. Aside from that, nothing really. There's nothing really to talk about, is the issue with them being so short, yet still claiming to be full chapters. Like, they should not be taken one at a time. They absolutely should not be taken one at a time. I mean, they should be, but clumped multiple of them together. So that's the issue that I have, as you well know if you've watched any of these. But it's just, I can't talk about really anything because there's nothing really to talk about aside from the fact that there's nothing to talk about, but I've talked about that every time so far, except I think the first episode. So it's a pain, and I apologize for that, but that's the biggest thing, that's the most outstanding thing so far, is that lack. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm still enjoying the series, I am. I just wish that that part were fixed. I wish that it were better by being just normal. I don't need anything spectacular, I just need it to actually be like normal episodes. That's all. Then it would be so much more amusing, so much better, and so much more recommendable to me too, so, yeah. Anyway, let me know what you guys think, what you guys thought about this episode. I would say your funniest parts, or like your favorite moments, but with it being 4 minutes and 30 seconds long, there's not a lot you can do with that anyway. We're calling it here. Cue outro, go!